All right. Who's excited for Age of Calamity? I know I am. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, I was gonna get let me actually talk to you guys. I was gonna get Cyberpunk. I wasn't really excited about it. I liked Witcher 3. I like CD Projekt Red. But yeah, I was gonna get it. And then this happens, where Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. Now, it is a Hyrule game, like a Warriors game rather, and so it is one of those where, you know, you're just swinging and in some cases button mashing, unless you really want to get into the game itself. But it's 100 years before Breath of the Wild, so I figured let's pull out some Hyrule Warriors, and then maybe we'll just go through a whole playthrough of Breath of the Wild again. I know Adam would be excited to do that. He's also a true believer. But for now, let us take our amiibos. And actually, you know what? Let me put my controller down for a second. It'll go right here. And we'll go through. So we have the 4 champions in front of me today. And the reason we have the 4 champions, and one of my amiibos just fell, so I'm going to have to pick it up, is obviously to celebrate the fact that we get some. It's not Breath of the Wild 2, what we wanted, but it is Breath of the Wild type content. And we also have Breath of the Wild Zelda and the Link Archers in front of me. I have the horse, the Link on horseback amiibo on the shelf. He didn't make the cut to come over to the main table today. But, you know, it is what it is. So I'm going to cut my camera for 1 second, and I'll pick that up, and then maybe I'll display it. But we'll get started in a little bit. Yeah, I hit that by accident. I'm going to actually go back and get some amiibo awards. It's been a while since I've turned on this game. And I know sometimes you get the 1 rupee reward. So, let's start with that. Not bad, not bad. Chances are when I start, it's going to tell me some of these things are no bueno, and I have to get rid of stuff. Come on, Daruk, what do you got for me? Forest Fairy. Awesome. Alright, so I've used the Link Archer. And I've used, let's see, we've got the Link Archer and Daruk. So, should we use Mipha, Urbosa, Rivali, or Zelda herself? I'm gonna go with Zelda. Let's do Zelda. Call him if you got him, if you see him. Because one of these guys is not going to get used. We only get to use 5, if I recall correctly. High Dominion Rod. I'm not even a fan of that weapon, but we'll make it do. And so one of you champions is going to make the cut this time. Oh, here we go. Something just happened with the connection. So, Mipha, hit me. You would think Mipha... Oh, there it is. There's the Fool's Gold. The Fool's Gold of Amiibos. And last but not least, let's get Rivali up here. The Gerudos didn't make the cut this time. A wooden hammer. Great. Great wooden hammer would be for my other homie from Link Between Worlds. Well, name is escaping me because it's late and it's been a long day. But, you know what? Just for fun, we're going to just do free mode. We're not going to go nuts. We'll start it at... I don't know why we're at easy. Oh, yeah, I know why. Because the game makes you do... Like, if you beat this game on Hero, it doesn't automatically count that you've beaten it on the lower difficulties. Which kind of stinks, right? But let's go ahead and set it to hard, because I think I have some characters that may need... Yeah. Ravio, that's the hammer. Alright, I have some characters that are definitely in need of some attention. I think attention is the right term here. Lordy, lordy. Alright, you know what we'll do? I like Young Link. So what we'll do is we'll select Young Link. And then we'll back him up with some... Heck no. You know what? Let's start off with the Links. Except I'm not gonna pick Link because he's a little OP for this, right? Obviously, the one I use the most. So let's go with Linkle. And should we go with the crossbows or the boots? That's the question. We'll do crossbows. I don't really care what fairy I pick because we're basically not really even using it for this, but we're just gonna go through a couple of levels. At the same time, I'm here testing the this new setup. I was using Streamlabs, and it's not as versatile for what I wanted to do as regular OBS, so I switched back. And then at the same time, I changed up some of the graphics, you know. And, of course, streaming on YouTube. This is usually Adam's bag, but I'm trying it out for a plethora of reasons. But let's go. And of course, I'm Jeff, one of the hosts of the End of a Species podcast. Okay. For the start of this game, they're basically just giving you a bunch of stuff to kill just to make you kind of happy. That's for later. Young Link, when I first saw Young Link and I saw that it had to do with the mask, that that made me incredibly happy. But now we're gonna see Volga coming out. Got the Furious Deity. Run back, dude. Oh, that's unfortunate. And off you go. I have to say, Impa in this game is really good. Just as a character. And this is where they're learning that Link is that dude. Alright, and so now, I'll just grab that stuff. You don't really have to grab the loot, it kind of gets auto-grabbed. But at least now we know we're headed this way. Is dead. And then of course normally you don't have the bombs at this point, so they open this mine and then you go get the bombs. It would have been cool actually, now that I think of it, maybe start this on a new profile so it's like a new save, new everything. If you guys got to see, there's a there were these 3 rocks, that's the ones that are falling down right now. You can actually see them as you approach. And because normally what you get here is the rock, or the bombs, that's how you can escape. And that's kind of a staple of Zelda games, is that you get the right tool for the thing you're just about to do. It just so happens to be in the chest that you just picked up. And we have Toon Link is now playable. The cool part about... Oh, the other cool part about Young Link here is that he can actually take his red gauge, his yellow gauge actually, his special gauge, and by playing the flute, he can transfer it into magic. And the magic is what lets you do these pretty tremendous attacks. And so this is Toon Link. I'm just going to clear out a little bit of this mob here. Very cleverly done. Weapons and attacks. And let's go back. And so what we're normally what this would be is where you're going in and saving the troops over here that are what have you. Or maybe they've changed this to where maybe I have to capture it from this side. Yeah, let's do that. And this is the first level, so it's not really presenting much of a challenge. You can pretty much attack at will. And now it's open. So now everybody's all together. It's cool. And we keep moving forward until they tell us we can use Linkle. And so this is the start of the plot of this game, where what happens here, kind of, there's always sinister forces and whatnot. A lot of the stuff in this game is part of why I'm excited for the Age of Calamity, is that they did a really good job in capturing the spirit, like the essence of what the lore of Zelda is. Alright, so we need to capture another... Oh, it's this very keep that we've already captured. We need to capture one keep and then another keep. And those are in order for us to get to where we need to go. Somebody who is attacking me from behind. We'll take care of that. And then we'll head back over. And I will say, with the mechanics of this game, capturing keeps is not as huge a deal as it is for in regular Musu games. Like capturing outposts and things like that. The enemies are gonna spawn the way that the developers wrote it in. And that's just what's gonna happen. So like here, theoretically, like when you look at this, if I kill this outpost captain, you're gonna see a whole bunch of spawns of my guys. But it's not like this is spitting out people, right? So here's young Link making it to the fairy fountain, and now we've got to have the other playable character. And we'll save Linkle for the fight with King Dodongo. Linkle is actually low-key one of my favorite characters in this game. Come on. Tell me to do the thing. Okay, fine. And once you've filled up her gauge, so I'm using Linkle now, but once you've filled up her gauge with the crossbows, she has this thing where she just kind of stun locks the whole entire field and says, you cannot block this. That's not gonna happen. And I'm not sure if they're expecting me to... I know we were supposed to go to the fairy fountain. We're killing the Lizalfos. Oh, and now it's the magic circle. And from this point on, I think I'm just going to switch to Linkle, and Linkle will take it from here. Cool. And so now we are playing exclusively as Linkle for the rest of this. There is a really cool boss fight that'll happen. You know, for the beginning of a game, and for the fact that this game came out originally in 2014, it's some serious stuff. Come on, King Dodongo. And so if you think about 2014, I always like to judge games and think, like, what came out around then? This was the year after... this was the year after Grand Theft Auto came out. This was around the time that... What else came out just before then? Link Between Worlds, things like that. And so here comes the idea with King Dodongo is that you drop bombs into his gullet. One. Alright. Now we've got full magic. So what we'll do is we'll turn around and this will open him up again. Twinkle's crossbow special reminds me of the movie Equilibrium, if you guys have ever seen that. And it's a wrap. Uh-oh. Zelda got kidnapped. One of the things to think about also with Age of Calamity is that if you've played Breath of the Wild, you kind of know what the ending of this game is and what it's going to be. You lose, or they lose, or there's a loss. I don't even think it's like I'm breaking anything here by saying that. That's not even like a spoiler. That's just a story for that's the story for Breath of the Wild, right?
The Triforce is the harmonious union of power, wisdom, and courage. It has been the object of countless battles between the forces of light and darkness. Each time the Triforce fell into the clutches of evil, Hyrule was plunged into misery. But in every age, a hero, clad in green, would restore peace to the land. During one of these dark times, the legendary hero split the spirit of evil into 4 fragments, sealing each away to finally break the cycle of destruction. 3 of the fragments were scattered across time and space. The final fragment was sealed in a sacred temple built upon holy ground, imprisoned by the blade of evil's bane,
AKA the Master Sword. See, I'm not saying anything that's like controversial, right? It's just regular stuff. You should know this. And so this is where the game, says you have too many things. Get rid of some things. And then you go around and, these I always keep, and it's kind of like this hoarder mentality I have. Am I ever going to go and customize these? I haven't yet. I've probably had this magical sword for ages, and I haven't done anything with it. But I just refuse to get rid of it. Because eventually there's something I want to do, right? Something. Fierce Deity Mask. Garbage. See the power level? 88. Trash. We don't want that. Get rid of it. Get rid of that. All of that. They give us dough. And then we get this stuff. We get this stuff. Lon milk. All the items you just saw, those are basically things that are going to hit us with crafting, things like that. But did the first mission, just got inspired, might as well jump over and do the last mission. And for this, we shall in fact bring up, should we do the Master Sword or the Spinner? Master Sword or Spinner, that's the question. Master Sword, Spinner. Master Sword. The game wants you to use the Master Sword. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do the Master Sword. And I have not done the unlock for all the extra stuff on the Master Sword because Well, you have to unlock everything else, and I just haven't gotten the time to do that. Jeff has a day job and bills and whatnot. Alright, and just in case, some of the, you know, we'll try, we can actually, yeah, that's the Zelda we have. That reminds me. Yeah, that's the link we have. Alright, perfect. Now we're talking. So we will use the Zelda, and you know what? The rapier is good because that kind of fits with what I would expect that era Zelda to use. And something Twilight related. Regular Midna, real Midna, regular Midna, real Midna. We'll go with regular Midna. And again, I'm skipping past the fairy on purpose. One of my things that I love to use, Skull Kid. Let's roll with Skull Kid. He needs some KOs on that weapon. I probably won't be using much of anybody but Link, but it's good to have the other people just in case something goes down. And the time limit's 60 minutes, but I don't think it'll take that long. We're starting on the southeast quadrant, so you see you can kind of plan your route. Let's get it going that way. Alright, I'm gonna clear out this side of things. Charge. That's almost insulting that I played a whole level, albeit the first level in the game, but it was on hard, so whatever. And didn't level up either of the Links or Linkle. And regular Link comes into this game. And yeah, let's make sure we have our boomerang up, or not our hook shot up. Because we do have to fight these monster. Yeah, don't do that. Let's chase him if he's running. And down he goes. And it's not lost on me that this game is kind of on the mindless side. Sometimes you need a game like that. You need a game that's a little mindless to give you why are you running? We don't like those that run. You do need a game that's mindless, and especially that it's on the Switch, right? There's a couple of games that are like my mindless games for the Switch. I would say this is one. Diablo 3 is one. Clearly not a game that's going to have like the graphical prowess of like a PS4 Pro or a PC by any means, by any stretch of the imagination. But they're good for when you just gotta take a little time and, you know, do something fun for a little bit. Hello. How's it going? How's your day? You having a good weekend? Oh, also happy video game day. I didn't even know that. I learned that about halfway through the day. I was lounging, doing nothing, and I said, I play video games almost every day. The one day I don't play video games is actually National Video Game Day. How about that? Where are we at? Goodbye. On guard. Au revoir. We shall see you later. And we'll take this keep. The air juggle. Oh, these need... There's another one? Okay. We need to get the BMOS out of here. Right here. Bye, dude. That's not bad. Got the wrong tool on. That's quite embarrassing. Where is he going? Where does he think he's going? We're just gonna chase this Argorok, because every time I get close to him, he decides to leave. You're gonna let a little Midna pull you down? That's embarrassing. Now here's the thing that you can do in this, is actually like command your forces. It's kind of silly, but you can say, hey, get on over to attack here. Help me out a bit. And these guys will actually go over and give you the bonus for having everybody in the same spot. They'll make a beeline. So you'll start seeing these bonuses pop up as Argorok decides to leave. And so Argorok is probably like the last of the training bosses that you get before you... Get some Skull Kid action. This should be death here. Switch over. Not much is going to happen there. These owls are for fast travel. Just activate that real quick. And now he's entered the battlefield. So, a little behind the scenes stuff right now is I'm tired. I spent a good chunk of the day today redesigning some of the stuff for this, and in addition, that was weird. I'm gonna turn around and see what the hell that was. Alright. The long and short of it is I'm really tired, and I kind of want to finish this off. No. You don't say what goes, Ganondorf. I do. Have you not played any of these games? Just building up meter here. Where's homie at? There's a lot of stuff happening right now. I'm starting to make regular Link mad. So we're just gonna clear that out. Hey, Sam. Are you excited for Age of Calamity? It's the reason I'm not getting Cyberpunk on launch day, as it turns out. Everything's dead. Alright. Yeah? You throw something at me, I throw something at you. Oh, you're not learning. Okay. Cool. That's fine. Alright. Now we can Naughty Golovkin behind. Alright. We'll call that a wrap. And yeah, all of these Musu games are repetitive. But I think that's the point. Like, the story to this game is not canon. It's not anything that is, like, ridiculous. But it's just a mindless game. Like, if you want a button masher. That kind of thing. And especially since it's on the Switch now. When it was on the Wii U, it was like, you know, console. I still love the Wii U, but it was, you play it at home. But this, if you're on vacation and you just need something to pass the time, you'd use this, Diablo 3, I would say Marvel Ultimate Alliance, one of those games. That are games that are not the best game in the world, but, you know. Probably should be looking at the screen so things don't hit me, huh? If you've ever played a Dynasty Warriors game, this game will give you the feel of that. For sure. The best part of playing as Skull Kid is the fact that he's laughing the whole time. I would have liked to have seen the Happy Mask Salesman. He has a much creepier laugh. And I think... Where the hell is Zelda? Oh, she's like literally right next to me. I got you. Alright. Now that we got that out the way. No. We can focus on Ganondorf. You're not listening. You're not listening, bro. This isn't gonna go the way you think. 10 points to who could tell me who said that. There's this weird, that circle thing that pops up is very strange. Alright, what's gonna follow here is a boss fight of very well... You know what, I'm not even gonna pick up your stuff. That's how much I don't care. I'm gonna get rid of this guy. And let's look for hearts, shall we? Alright. This next part is gonna involve a lot of switching, and D-pads on these are not the best. So I may inadvertently switch characters while I'm attempting to switch tools. Off we go. Alright, so we take back the castle keep and then we win? Not quite. We take back the castle keep and then pig monster comes out. Boar monster? Something? Another Beamos? Peace out, homie. Alright. don't forget to hit like on this thing. And if you like to hear people talk about silliness, definitely subscribe. Alright, so now comes Ganon. And hopefully we will start with the boomerangs. Alright, here we go. The arrow first. There we go. Boomerang. Bomb. There's that change I was talking about. Do it again. Pull piece. Arrow. So it's basically him doing all the things that all the other bosses will do. And now the light arrows come into play. I think it's really dumb that halfway through the last boss fight of the game, they decide to give you a side mission, like you should leave and defeat the sealed troops. That's not gonna happen, Boo. We got Ganon right here. And slice. And activate. Yeah, that didn't look right in context. Back up. You got tons of hearts. And another one to the skull. Just to tell you what kind of a boss Ganon is in the game. I've got a souped up Link that one-shots Argoroks and all the other bosses. As well as and I've had to do this 3 times. Get ready for some credits. Yeah, that should do it. And credits. And so we've done the first and last missions for Hyrule Warriors. We're probably going to play through a whole bunch of Hyrule, and we'll definitely get some Breath of the Wild in, because yeah, it's a surprise. It's a surprise that this came out. Not gonna say it. I've played through the story for this game like a couple of dozen times. I've seen that scene once. I always skip it. And now throw out stuff. Perfect. All right. I wonder if there's... You can play as Ganon also. That's a little crazy. If you beat this entire section, you get a giant Kuko. Kuko? How do you pronounce that? How do you pronounce them giant chickens? As a playable character, which is nuts. Yeah, there were a lot of really cool things in this game. Like you had Adventure Map, which is basically a Legend of Zelda map. And Great Sea, Twilight, Termina, Koholint, like everything. You name it. Like this game was like a love letter to Zelda. The My Fairy tab came in, I believe, in the 3DS version of this game, where they gave you a fairy, and the fairy did some stuff during gameplay, but the fairies were things that you would actually like train. So this is the first fairy they gave me, And so I just threw food at it until it got to level 99, or she got to level 99. But there are other ones that they give you things that happen throughout gameplay. So at a certain point, you can summon this fairy to do different things. I rarely, if ever, use it. Like, I just had a bunch of inventory to get rid of, so I overfed this one fairy till it got to level 99. Yeah, Zelda's design in this game was pretty crazy. But on that note, before I start yawning into the microphone or into whatever, I'm going to call it a stream for now. I'm gonna probably have a chat with Adam and see if we want to do some crossplay on different Zelda things and add that to our repertoire. In any case, that's it for this stream, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.